Joining me now in the studio is Samir Hafez. He's the president of the Alrai Centre for Strategic Studies. Thank you so much for coming into the studio. First off, what do you make of the operation so far? How successful do you think that it's going to be?
Well, of course, it is a successful operation in the end, because Turkey was been suffering from the PKK and PYD for the last 45 years. So we should, in Turkey, should be, protecting its borders from those terrorists in the end, because, you know, it was there was a casualties over 40,000 in the last 30 or 40 years. So it is a successful in the end, because it is in favor of two countries too. It's in favor of Turkey, protecting its the southern parts of Turkey, which is sharing to Syria about 900 kilometers, and the same thing that it's protecting Syria from being divided.
We know that Turkey has these aims of securing its borders and liberating the population in Afrin. Do you think that its international relations with other countries, I'm thinking, Russia, the US, Europe, do you think those relationships, or how do you think those relationships are going to change as a result of this operation? Because not everyone agrees with it.
Of course, nobody will be agreeing in front of what they're saying, but in the end, as we say in French, au fond, in your side, they should be agreeing, because in the end it is for the sake of Turkey. And also maybe it goes to be ending this war, which has been for the last 7 years. But of course we will be facing a lot of opponents from other sides, even from close countries like Russia. It would be a little bit conservative about everything. But in the end, we were expecting everybody's what to be saying about what's going on. So in the end, this is very, it's the schedule coming always time from all other countries too.
And you're a former coordinator for the Syria Turkmen Council. What role are the Turkmen playing in this conflict, and how have their lives been affected? Because this is not always a narrative that we hear, a story that we hear.
You know, Turkmens in general, are located, or those we are located in the northern part of Syria, near the Aleppo provinces, and as you said, it is the the territories of the Efrat Shields. But all the sides of northern Syria, it's all located by Turkmen's villages. It doesn't come into an end in a border, so even everywhere there is a Turkmen villages even inside Afrin, but generally in other sides too. But this will be affecting us too much, because then we will be having a good life coming, because far from the terrorists, which we are supposed to say about YPG and PKK, and under the influence of the Turkish army, which is helping the Syrian Free Army too. So we will be having a better life, because it is not a Kurdish-Turkish-Arabic war. It is really a terrorist war. So we've been moved from our villages by the YPD and the PKK in all of northern Syria. So mostly those who were living in north, they are coming back. Yesterday I was meeting a young man. He is working as a butcher in Istanbul. He said, now I'm going to Chobambe, which is Alrai. So he was for the last 7 years here working, now for a small hint, and he's coming back. So it means that there will be a very move from the Turkmens and from those who immigrates to Turkey. They will be a slowly move back to the territories which is now captured from these terrorist
elements.
Yes.
Some are worried that Turkey's Operation Olive Branch is just another way that Syria is being carved up into different spheres of influence. Is that what you think is happening here? Absolutely.
Turkey now in this operation, it is not in the favor of having more territories to Turkey, because Turkey, if they were thinking of having more territories, they would come to the Turkish, to Bayr and Bucak, which is ending to the sea. But I believe that this operation will stop any other plans to make Syria into parts. So if this operation ended with Manbij and the eastern part of Efrat, there will be no no parts of Syria, but it will be combined again as it is before. So this operation, it is good for the coming, but it may take a long time, but for the coming years, it is a very good step for a coming future of peace and
within Syria's own borders.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that analysis.
Welcome,
Really great to have you in the studio.
Welcome.
Operation